From Catholic to evangelical, and his wife's not happy. Coming up next on Pastor Bob Daily. Dear Pastor Bob, I recently left the Catholic faith and joined my local Evangelical and Reformed church to seek Christ. However, my wife is an atheist, agnostic individual, and she seems really upset over this. I try to get her to come to church with me, but it always ends up in a shouting match. I love my wife very much. She has a good heart. I just want her to be able to share in Christ's glory with me. What should I do? I've told her I might want to become a pastor, and she said she would leave me. You know, sometimes we miss the point. Let's back up for just a little bit. There's a reason that she's reacting the way that she is. Because she's not first. You know, the first ministry, men, that you will ever have is your wife, your family, before anything else. Inviting your wife to go to church is like saying, I'll talk to you when we have a third party. It really is. You're asking someone else to do the work that maybe you should be doing at home. Now, I understand there's a lot of details in this that I don't know, and I'm jumping to conclusions. But this is the general conclusion that I get when I talk to many people in the same situation. They center their lives around a church, and yet their communication with their spouse, well, it's sorely lacking. How do you get your wife to this place? Well, the first thing you do is love her as Christ loved the church. You love her. You begin to put her first in everything. And you begin to show her what Christ has done in your life. Not tell her, show her. You know, one of the reasons that a lot of pastors' kids sometimes or Christian kids and Christian families are rebellious and rebel against that faith is that they haven't seen it really working at home. We're really spiritual in other places and not so spiritual around them. Consistency is such an important thing. And folks, the greatest impact you will ever have on people is not what you say to them. It's how you live your life in front of them. One more time, 1 Peter 3:15, be ready at any time to give a quiet and reverent answer to those who may ask you about the hope you have within you. Wow. An answer. Why? Because they see something different. And I always think, you know, if your spouse isn't seeing something different, if you're not treating them as Christ treated the church, loved them, loved us, and gave his life for us, then your wife is not going to be impressed. And frankly, church isn't necessarily the best place to take people anyway. There's a whole lot of churches, I think, that are extremely boring and not relevant. Yeah, I said it. But I think it's true. And to take a person who isn't a Christian into an environment where they speak Christianese and they don't have any kind of relevance to people coming in, not a good idea. It really starts at home, and that's what I want to encourage you with. Live your life in front of her, because that's going to make the most difference. Quit inviting her to church. Live your life in front of her first. Let her see your change, and maybe that'll make a difference in what she thinks as well. God bless you. Have a great day.